Hi and welcome. Cinema is a mirror by which we often see ourselves, said Alejandro Gonzalez. Movies touch our hearts and awaken our vision and change the way we see things. They take us to other places, they open doors and minds. Movies are the memories of our lifetime. We need to keep them alive, says Martin Scorsese. Film as dream, film as music. No art passes our conscience in the way film does and goes directly to our feelings, deep down into the dark rooms of our soul, said Ingmar Bergman. And we believe that too. That's why this show, now showing, has been going on passionately for close to 2 decades. Yes, I'm Atika Farooqui. Let's keep the passion alive and begin the show with the highlights. This week's compulsory viewing for you is Maestro, a masterpiece on the life of a legendary musician headlined and directed by Bradley Cooper. A tete-a-tete with the team of Crack, Jeetega to Jiega. Vidyu Jamwal on the future of extreme sports in cinema, and Nora Fatehi on clubbing her dancing skills with acting assignments. And music composer Ehsaan Noorani of Shankar Ehsaan Loy fame shares stories behind their biggest hits. Wow! And let's begin the show with the most beautiful thing this week, and that is Maestro, a film that has gained multiple Oscar nominations and is our recommendation for this weekend. So let's begin. In the realm of cinematic biographies, Maestro, directed by Bradley Cooper, stands as a testament to the indomitable spirit and artistic genius of Leonard Bernstein, the iconic American composer, conductor and pianist. This film, a labor of love for Cooper, who also stars as Bernstein, is a sweeping and emotional journey that captures the essence of a man who redefined classical music for the modern age. The narrative spanning Bernstein's life from his early years to his later triumphs is a symphony of its own, weaving together the highs and lows of the maestro's personal and professional life. Cooper's direction is masterful, with a keen eye for detail and a deep understanding of Bernstein's complex character. Cooper's portrayal of Bernstein is a tour de force, capturing the maestro's charisma, intelligence, his vulnerability with remarkable precision. His physical transformation into Bernstein is remarkable too, and his ability to convey the nuances of Bernstein's personality equally impressive. The supporting cast, including Carey Mulligan as Bernstein's wife Felicia Monteagudo and Jeremy Strong as Bernstein's lifelong friend and collaborator Aaron Copland, is equally outstanding. The film's score, composed by Nicholas Britell, is a standout element, seamlessly blending Bernstein's iconic works with original compositions that capture the essence of the story. The film's use of live orchestral performances featuring the New York Philharmonic is a highlight. The film's use of music is not merely a background element, it is a central component of the story. However, Maestro is not without its flaws. The film's runtime of nearly 3 hours can be a bit daunting, and some viewers may find the pacing to be a bit slow in certain sections. Additionally, the film's focus on Bernstein's personal life can sometimes overshadow his professional achievements, which may leave some viewers wanting more insight into his groundbreaking work as a composer and conductor. Maestro, I kid you not, is a must-see for fans of Bernstein's music and anyone interested in the life of a true artistic genius. And of course, Bradley Cooper, a star is born again. You can watch this movie on Netflix. And let's come back to the Indian shores now. Vidyu Jamwal is the face of extreme sports intertwined in Hindi cinema in India. He has taken our own martial art, Kalaripayattu, from Kerala to the entire world. He and his production company Action Hero Films teams up with Nora Fatehi, Arjun Rampal and Amy Jackson for an action thriller whose many daring stunts have been performed by Vidyut himself. Here is a tete-a-tete with all 4 of them. So So Wikipedia tells you about different kinds of extreme sports. Some of them are listed here. I'm going to take the names. They are longboarding, motocross, motorcycle sports, skateboarding, skydiving, sky surfing, snorkeling, technical diving, air racing, base jumping, BMX, bobsleigh, bodyboarding, cliff jumping, hand gliding, ice yachting, inline skating, longboarding, blah 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 blah. विद्युत जामवाल की एक फिल्म देख लो सारे मिल जाएंगे. That's the shortcut. My journey into fitness a couple of years ago, and Kalari Payattu started after watching your work.
Oh wow, that's amazing. Well done.
अब पता है इतना खर्चा हुआ है मेरा, इतना खर्चा हुआ है, कौन देगा इसका बिल? So I've got two of them here with me, and I want you to, for your fans, if they have something like this at home, what are the 2 to 3 things they have to do with them just for your daily fitness routine?
अपन उनको वैसे थोड़ी बोलते हैं क्रैक, तो कुछ अलग करना पड़ेगा.
Focus.
Yeah, Amy, what about you? What do you do with this? Like, are you more of this kind of a fitness person, or this?
I'm more of a this kind. I'm
This
definitely a this kind of fitness person.
Look at
But I'm
that.
also this. I think for the ladies.
Yeah, this
Gotta get rid of these
upper
bingo
body.
wings. So.
Yeah.
प्रोटीन शेक
प्रोटीन शेक. Anyway, इतना खूबसूरत एक जॉनरा एक्शन फिल्म्स का, एक्शन थ्रिल ड्रामा जो फिर से आया है, I think courtesy Vidyut. Thank you for doing that. I know it's a difficult thing when you talk about the business of such films. Everybody likes this, but there has to be a different mind to apply to the business side of these films. Can we talk about that, because your production house, Action Hero Films, is the producer of this?
वो जो आपने गूगल की लिस्ट पढ़ी थी, उसमें 2-3 चीज़ें बाकी हैं, बहुत सारी चीज़ें बाकी हैं. उनमें से एक है चलती हुई ट्रेन में भागते हुए चढ़ना.
Oh God, yeah.
अपने बच्चे को लेके रोड क्रॉस करना हिंदुस्तान में, where the traffic is massive. ये सब एक्सट्रीम स्पोर्ट ही तो है.
Wow.
It's all calculated. You know there's a massive traffic happening around you. बट आपके हाथ में बच्चा भी है और एक छोटा बच्चा भी है, उसके साथ क्रॉस करना है. ये सब इन्होंने लिखे नहीं, मगर ये भी एक्सट्रीम स्पोर्ट के हिस्से हैं. मुझे हमेशा कहा जाता था कि विद्युत आपको बड़े बजट की पिक्चर करनी चाहिए, आपको इस तरह के एक्टर्स के साथ काम करना चाहिए, आपकी फिल्मों में इस तरह के गाने होने चाहिए. कहा जाता था, मगर कोई करता नहीं था. So when nobody believes in you, the only person who should is
Yourself.
So everything fell in place, and I got to work with some amazing people.
Yeah.
Like, this is not just actors sitting next to me, these are people who I trust.
Yeah.
I've been very lucky.
Yeah. Both of you have played antagonists in your career, and you've played the lead roles as well. What is the relationship in this film between you two?
Well, I think they're very similar people. They both are cracked, number one. There's a cracking point that happens in a film for each and every one of these characters. Okay, and that's what I really liked about the script. I think there is an ideology. You know, one person is coming in from a world or from a mindset of revenge or of, you know, understanding or finding out something or winning something, you know. And the other person who is there is wanting to be anti-administration, establishment, and have no rules and boundaries and create a world for his thing. So there are two different ideologies that kind of crash. So two cracked people actually going against each other is what is exciting in the film.
I hope, I'm in full trust in Aditya Dutt's directorial.
He's fantastic.
He's fantastic,
Absolutely
yeah.
fantastic. He's been one director who I can say openly who has completely surprised me.
And the fact that Aditya is Anand Bakshi's grandson.
Yes.
A lot in his genes as well. There is a dialogue in the trailer, Nora. He says, "Kahan ki ho tum? Are you Polish? Are you Indian? Are you?" And you say, "Filhal to tumhare औकात के बाहर क्यों?"
वो सारे लड़के जो देख रहे हैं उन सबका दिल टूट गया जितने भी देख रहे हैं ट्रेलर.
I do believe a man should chase, and I believe a woman should remain in her feminine energy and allow a man to court her. I also believe a woman needs to create that environment for that chase to happen. When I say chase, I don't mean like be a stalker or chase like a dog, but pursuing. I believe in the art of pursuing a woman, and a woman being in a more modest zone. I think like our society really damaged the idea of having a high value woman
Yeah.
and a high value man. Now a man doesn't need to work for a woman. Like she'll put out on the day she dates, the same day you take her out, you know, she'll put out. And it makes men feel like women are so readily available, so why should they try? So I feel like right now I hope we can move forward where the society changes, people create values for themselves, boundaries for themselves, and allow men to value the woman that they actually pursue.
That's an interesting.
But it's our fault. I don't blame the men, I blame the women completely.
Interesting. And that also brings me to you, Amy. You play an officer.
Yes.
And what an amazing journey, you being a British actress. You've also done Telugu films and Tamil films and Hindi films. Though I have seen you in Sing is King and other
Yeah,
films
Sing is
where
Bling.
you were Sing is Bling, where you are just so gorgeous and you were one of the most beautiful things to watch out on that screen. But here you're more subdued. I don't see too many colorful clothes on you. She's more into the feminine energy. You're a little more masculinized maybe
Yes.
because you play a cop here. Is that true? You play
That's
a cop?
very true. And I
Yeah.
think it's just the evolution of a career, right? I think I'm in a stage of my life where I want to experiment. I've done some great films in the past, but this is something that really caught my eye. And it's the action genre and you know, the way it was packaged with Vidyut and Arjun and an incredible script, Nora adding the utmost glamour. So it was an ideal way of me to kind of test the water with this genre and push my boundaries as an actor. This is something that I've been desperate to do for a long time, and to get that opportunity and to have the faith from, you know, the director and producer, co-star, that I can manage this role and really do justice to it.
And
So
is there some
yeah.
scene where both of you jump off a two-storied building, something like that?
That's these two next to me.
This is your first role in the lead. We've seen in reality shows, and I saw you as this one person who dances like a dream. Now that you're kind of transcending into a different world, universe in the film industry, how have you kind of strategized your career? Would you like to get rid of that great dancer tag, focus more
Never.
on acting?
Why?
What's the proportion like?
I would never want to do that because that's an extreme talent, a very rare talent. Not a lot of people possess such a skill. And I root for dancers all the time, and I'm also a representative of the dance community globally. I mean, when you think about Bollywood, you go, oh yeah, song and dance, you know, and that's what makes Bollywood so beautiful. Without dance, I think Bollywood would just, it kind of be just
I don't
like
think
Hollywood.
any of us want Nora to quit dancing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know, and dancing has been, you know, it was never my plan. It just happened. I came in the industry, I was acting at first. I did like 3 films as an actor, and then things were like not going the way I wanted. So then I did South songs, and then I came and did reality shows, and then I did songs here. I never thought, oh, I was this brilliant dancer. It just happened by fluke. And then I used it as a key to open other doors, other lanes, you know, my international singing career, my judging career, and also being able to do such great supporting roles like in Bhuj and Batla House and Street Dancer, where I acted with such amazing actors and stars, and I learned so much from that. But I always felt like these are lanes that are going to get me to being a lead, which is why I came here. But I'll never stop doing everything else that I'm doing because I'm multifaceted, and I do want to be that performer, that artist that you remember did so many different things, you know.
Yeah. Vidyut, would you like to talk about your initial years? So you actually grew up in an ashram in Kerala where your mother and the world of Kalaripayat and martial arts, and that exactly made you the man that you are right now. Can you tell us about the first 10 years of your life in Kerala?
Not only martial arts, I've been raised by about 800 women.
800
Yeah,
women?
Wow.
so in the ashram, which is not like the high-end spa kind of an ashram. We have people from different families who've been abandoned by their sons or the mother or the husbands. They can come there, farm, be a part of the Kalaripayat experience, and they never leave mostly. So when I meet a woman, I see the woman very differently. The way I respect a woman is a little differently, and I expect them to understand the respect too. When I open a door, I expect them to say thank you, and if they don't, it doesn't matter. But if they say, oh, being chivalrous in a cocky way, I find it rude. When I meet younger, the boys, and I tell them what to do with women, they need to be told sometimes. They always complain that they don't reciprocate in the same way.
Yeah.
So they need to be trained too. So in the ashram, I've been doing Kalaripayat since I was very young. I didn't know I was learning a skill. I was just playing with these weapons, and I realized that they, like much later, I realized that they could be injurious to you. So it was different. I enjoy every moment of it. I represent the form. I feel very proud to talk about this as the first martial art in the world and me being a representative.
Wow, what a story.
I
We would
did
like
not
to more.
know that, by
Yeah,
the
I would
way.
like to know more
Wow.
about that and
We do the healing, and in Kalari Payat, if you're a master, first you learn how to heal and then you learn how to harm. Because if you know every joint, every ligament, every tendon, then you know how to break it also. So first you learn the healing process so that when you injure somebody mentally, emotionally or physically, you know how to heal them also.
Time for a short break on the show. When we come back, we have Ehsaan Noorani from Shankar Ehsaan Loy Band. Yes, he shares some of the stories behind their songs. So go grab your guitar as we will be back in a few minutes and he will be recollecting and reminiscing on those lovely blockbusters that the trio have given to us. My personal favorite is Dil Chahta Hai. I love that song. Jaane kyun log pyar karte hain. So that is coming up after the break. Welcome back to Now Showing. I'm Atika Farooqui. Music composer Ehsaan Noorani of Shankar Ehsaan Loy fame has been imparting knowledge about the guitar and building a community for the last couple of years on his social media. I've been connected with him there too. And yes, he does a fab job every time he's live. And up next, we have Ehsaan in conversation with my colleague Vishal Chatkara, talking about using the sound of guitar in some of their biggest songs. Absolutely. I remember the song Papa Kehte Hain Bada Naam Karega, and that visual of the guitar was almost the hero of the song, right? But where has it vanished? Let's put the spotlight back on the guitar. So here is Ehsaan doing just that.
Ehsaan, you are empowering new talent, music enthusiasts. You discuss music, guitar tones on your Instagram. How would you like to describe your experience of imparting this knowledge to your students?
This was during lockdown when I started doing this Instagram live every night for 5 months. And naturally, there are a lot of questions about what did I play on this song? What do I, things, equipment that I use? Who are my influences? How do I play a particular thing? What do I think about this kind of music? So I used to keep discussing it, and then I kind of figured, it'd be nice for me to impart that as little videos that I can put on Instagram. So, practically every week or twice a week, I put on a video of maybe a blues guitar, maybe something to do with one of our songs. Eventually, it helps increase the quality of musicianship and all which is in the country.
And before moving on, would you please like to talk to us about your childhood?
Well,
You always wanted to be a musician?
no, actually, I come from a family of architects. My father was a very, very famous architect in Bombay. His name is Dilawar Noorani. And he designed the first skyscraper in India,
Usha Kiran.
Usha Kiran, which even today, according to me, is a beautiful building. And he was a maverick kind of architect for what he did, And unfortunately, he died very young. And after that, I guess music was always in the house. There was my uncle's records, there was my father's cassettes. There was always Hindi music playing as far as my mom was concerned. She always listened to the radio. And there was always some Western music playing because of my uncle, my father's brother, who'd listen to the Ventures and the Beatles and, all that kind of stuff. Slowly, I discovered there was a guitar in the house that my uncle used to play. I got that repaired. And I used to play that. And slowly, I got into playing music. And I never knew that it was going to be my life's purpose or my life's vocation.
While we know the famous story behind the strings of Dil Chahta Hai, but which are the other songs that you actually discovered, your film song on guitar?
See, the guitar has always been an integral part of a lot of our songs. I don't necessarily push guitar into every song because there's some songs that just don't need it. Starting from the first project that we did, which is Das. And that,
Mukul Anand.
the first song on that album, Chandni, that starts with the guitar part. And then Sabse Aage Ho Gaye Hindustani, that's got guitar. Then Mission Kashmir had a lot of guitar, for Bumro, Rind Poshmal, all those songs, Socho Ki Jilo Ka Shehro. And on and on. Dil Chahta is also really the first time when I exploited the instrument in the way that I would normally play. Sometimes the guitar may not even sound like a guitar.
Like O Rang Rez? I mean, it's
Old Rang Rez almost feels like it's some kind of, santuri kind of instrument, which I did. I layered it to make it sound like that.
Yeah, even in Long the Lishkara, if I'm not wrong, you used it.
Yeah.
So then please give us some of the song would you like to play for us?
See, the thing is when...
and also Das, I mean, you said Das. I don't only remember Sune Gaur Se Duniya Walo. That's the only song I remember of them. And Chandni was, how Chandni was?
It opened with that part.
Okay.
Like even for say now Oh Rang Rez, it was just a simple thing. So it can sound like a guitar. I mean, of course, it is a guitar, but it can fit into any kind of genre kind of thing. We've used like like my application of blues guitar to a song like. From
Lakshya, yeah.
So there's always that kind of stuff. I like to put something in, but not unnecessarily.
In this over 3-decade long career, is there a song or are there any song that you'd like to call happy accidents?
Yeah, I think that song, Mera Yaar from Bhag Milkha Bhag, was an accident. And it's a very funny story, because that time, all the singers from Coke Studio, Pakistan were very popular.
Yeah.
Shankar and I were sitting at the studio and Shankar was saying, why do we have to keep getting singers from there? We should use our own singers. I said, completely agree. And he's saying, yaar, khali pili aisa gaenge. Na 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 na. He sang the melody of Mera Yaar. Okay. Da 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 da. He sang that, So I told him, Shankar, let's make this into a song. So he's saying, what? I said, what you just sang. Da 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 da. And literally we went into the studio. I came up with this line. And he started singing the song on top. The whole song fell in place in about 5 minutes.
And finally, your film Lakshya will be completing 20 years later this year.
Yeah.
What is your most enduring memory of Lakshya? Which song you had the most fun while working on that?
Well, actually, I would say definitely Agar Main Kahun. That one, that was a lot of fun to do, because it was just the kind of music that I love, with blues and stuff like that. And that recording was a long process. We just kept recording parts and all that, and then we cut the song down to what we wanted.
Thank you so much for talking to us and giving your time.
My pleasure.
Looking forward to now an album by Ehsaan Nurani.
Hopefully.
And in the end, for your fans, would you like to give us maybe a medley of your favorite songs? It's 30 years of Ehsaan.
Actually, one song that I really like playing on guitars. Then I love playing Bolna Halke Halke. That's another favorite song. Now, when you're asking me, I can't remember which song
Rock
we play.
On?
Yeah, of course. And then I love playing Pichle Saat Dinon. I like doing that. Then I like to do from Bhag Milkha Bhag.
Yeah.
When I meet people who make music, I remember who I truly was. Then practicality overwhelms passion one day, and then you get tied to your EMIs. Hai na? But I still wrote a poem where I again remembered the love for my passion, and the poem goes like this. Tu insan hai, darakht nahi. Tu kyun khada chaurahon pe? Tu sabr nahi. तू मौज है किनारा कर किनारों से धूप ले तू बालों में छाँव की है फिक्र किसे पैरों को तराश कर सफ़र के नक्श पे ढाल दे तो इंसान है दरख्त नहीं Remember that till we meet again that you are not a tree who was bound to be stuck to its roots. You are a human being who can travel. Till we meet again, take good care of yourself. Goodbye.